right, we're on. We're
Sweet.
back, even though we missed last week. We're gonna talk.
Yeah. None of the schedules lined up.
Yeah, we're good this week. Might do it every other week now. But yeah, we're gonna talk about
That works.
some
Sounds fair.
unproduced comic projects. These like adaptations, not comics.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a list here, so we can just jump into it if you guys want.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what are we talking about? It's cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, we're talking about unproduced comic projects.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So remember last time we were doing like the quiz, right? And I mentioned the X Women game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Let's talk about that for a little bit. So this was from I think the 90s, and it was going to be produced by like Sega. The full name is X Women: The Sinister Virus, and it was going to have like
who the villain would be.
I know. I wonder. And they confirmed playable characters including Rogue, Storm, and Jean Grey, but there would have been more. They didn't confirm everyone before it was canceled. It was canceled in like 1996, I believe it says. Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it was going to be the third and final entry in a series of X-Men games for Genesis, following X-Men 1993 and X-Men 2 Clone Wars. So yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I think it would have been fun to play as Jean Grey, and that's about it.
You said it's like in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What like system would it be on? Like which game system?
It was gonna be. I know it was gonna be like Sega Genesis. It says.
Yeah, Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be heavily restricting on how you could play the game. You know.
Yeah, there's a few
sure.
pictures in this thing I'm in, and they don't look very good.
Yeah, so I think it would do way better in like today. You know.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see it now.
Box.
Yeah.
Even Switch, you know, they do. It'd do way better.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it would do like today.
Free roaming stuff.
Yeah. All right, so the next one you probably all know of, which is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, which is going to have John Malkovich as the Vulture. It's going to feature Felicia Hardy Catgirl. Sorry,
Bruce Campbell
Black Cat. Catgirl. I don't know. I said that. Black Cat. And Bruce Campbell as Mysterio, although that probably would have just been like a small role.
It would have been.
I really wish that this was made.
Like the,
Sorry,
you
what?
guys see like the working art for it for the movie?
What?
No.
Oh, it's just like some like so people know like the beginning of the story just because like the story art.
The storyboards? Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, like you see Bruce Campbell's Mysterio.
Yeah,
he's
those
like
look
a smaller villain.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mysterio wasn't the only one to be in the opening scene. Apparently, it was going to be like a bunch of other villains. Like there would be Shocker and Rhino,
Stiltman, of course. I would have liked to see Bruce Campbell's Mysterio with like a larger role, I think, because I think he could be a main villain.
That could be.
They're probably just introducing him.
Yeah,
that would be cool because like Bruce Campbell was in all the films, so it'd be cool if he was like watching over him or something.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
Yeah,
that would be admittedly pretty cool.
I would just so much rather have this than the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Fuck that.
I know Nexus would not agree to that, but
fuck, I am so glad this was canceled.
Whatever.
Because they were like, again, Sony was trying to interfere, so it would have been like we would have gotten Vulture and Black Cat and the Lizard and a bunch.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I don't know how good it would be. Because I think it would be another Spider-Man 3 type thing.
I do think it would be better than Spider-Man 3 because Raimi planned for the Lizard eventually, but he never planned for Venom. So
yeah, and he seemed passionate about all the other characters he's introducing, like Vulture, Black Cat, Mysterio.
Yeah. My question for that film is how they would have made Vulture work, because throughout the past trilogy it was all the villains had some sort of connection to Peter. So I want to know how they would have made Vulture work
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know.
Maybe Peter worked for him when he was at Oscorp. Oh no, Oscorp probably wouldn't be a thing right now.
Yeah. I haven't read many Spider-Man comics, actually. I don't know a whole lot about the Vulture, like what he does in the comics.
I think he was an Oscorp employee that was fired and then something.
Yeah.
I think it was just Spectacular Spider-Man shit.
Yeah. All right. So the next one I have was George Miller's Justice League Mortal, which you probably also know about. I was going to have like Armie Hammer, Batman, and a whole bunch of other people that I know the names of.
That honestly sounds... That film, I remember hearing about it before, and it legitimately sounds so incredible.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good. I would have been interested to see that.
Yeah.
We're going to skip down my list a little bit because I really want to talk about this one. Okay, brace yourselves.
What is it?
Batman, the musical.
A what?
Oh.
Yes.
A what? A what musical?
A musical. Tim Burton was going to work on it.
Into the dark.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That would be terrible. Fuck.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of information on it. But it was Tim Burton was talking about working on it. It was in like 2002, I think.
Burton.
Yes.
What the fuck? Honestly, I would just see that just to see how bad it would be. Like, that sounds so terrible.
Yeah. I wish that this existed. I think it would be a masterpiece, personally.
Yeah. I think it would be a terrible fucking masterpiece. Like, Jesus Christ.
I would have loved to see a Batman musical. I think that would be hilarious.
I could go on without watching it.
There should be the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The MCU is the musical. I guess it's not cinematic, but I want a whole universe of DC musicals. That would be amazing, I think. Okay. The next one is Joss Whedon's Wonder Woman, which he was talking about producing in the 2000s, and eventually they canceled that. But then
that would have been perfect.
I know. I think he would have done really well because Buffy the Vampire Slayer is good. I think that could have like a similar vibe to it. I think he would be very good for that.
Whenever I think of that movie, I just think he did Buffy. He'd be great at this.
Yeah. And then also, I don't think that they ever officially canceled this, but he was announced to direct a Batgirl movie.
That was meant to be in the DCEU. I don't think it's canceled yet. I think it's just pre-production.
Yeah, it's not canceled in the same way that the Cyborg film isn't canceled.
Yeah, that Cyborg's not happening. Let's be honest here. No one cares about fucking Cyborg. Yeah. If he's cool in the Snyder Cut, then they'll probably move along with it.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to say, there's one rule about today is that we're not talking about the Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut. I'm so happy.
Guys,
I'm not, but we're not talking about that.
Breaking the rule, but what is the Snyder Cut?
It's basically Zack Snyder's version of Justice League.
And it's just now they're saying they're going to release it. There was a whole movement, and it's like finally they're saying they're going to release it.
And I heard it was kind of a big deal. But
thank God it's happening.
I am not excited.
Why?
I don't even think it would be very. I mean, I guess I am a little excited. I'd rather see it than not, you know. But I think just validation for all these terrible people who like just spam it on like dead people's Instagram posts. I don't like it at all.
That is a very common misconception. They are not validating shit. Like, we get people...
No, because I know a lot of those people on Instagram that I follow that I won't name, who are like, they post on their stories like, we won. It's like, you didn't win. Shut up.
So if you want Spider-Man 4, you could just spam it and we'll get it?
Well, yeah, now there's like all these people that they want other stuff. They want like the Ayer cut. Suicide Squad.
That's what I'm saying. They say that, like, oh, they validated these shitty-ass people. No, they didn't validate shit. Shut up, because, like, we've been clamoring for a bunch of films that won't be happening, like, for years, and they're still not happening. This just happened to be a moment.
Yeah.
All right, I know I said we were not going to talk about it, but I do have a lot of things to say. I also don't think it would be very good. I think a lot of people are just assuming it's going to be great, and I don't know. It doesn't look that much better than the original, just because they're
I
introducing
do
like
assume it'll be
Darkseid.
great.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be very good.
Based on what Kevin Smith said as his plan, I think this will be miles better than the version we got.
I think it'll be better because it'll have Darkseid, not Steppenwolf, and I don't know. I'd rather introduce more characters than not, but I don't think that automatically makes it better.
Bro, Steppenwolf's still going to be the main villain. Darkseid wasn't planned to be the main villain until like the second film of Justice League.
I know, but at least Darkseid like would be there.
Darkseid literally like shows up for a cameo apparently.
No, I think I don't know. He's in it. I think he's not the main villain, but I would.
Like, yeah, in the original film where the parademons drag Steppenwolf through the boom tube?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the moment the heroes would just look up and see Steppenwolf through the boom tube.
I don't know. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here for Fox X-Men projects that got canceled because of the Marvel X-Men deal. We can talk about them a little bit. Because there's going to be an X-Force film. Concept art.
I'm so glad that got canceled.
Me too. I don't even like the X-Force. I'm not a big fan of that, like 90s X-Men stuff. But
yeah.
Concept art showed Cable, Domino, Warpath, Cannonball, and Feral. And I don't know who Feral is.
1 second. You guys can keep on talking. I'll
right back. I'm a pretty big X-Men fan, and I don't know who Feral is.
But, yeah, no. I am good with how the X-Men movie... Even, like, ditch Dark Phoenix. Like, if X-Men movies ended at Logan, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I think that it's a franchise that has had, like, a lot of ups and downs. But, yeah. I'm happy it exists. I really like First Class, Days of Future Past, Logan. There are some good ones.
Yeah.
It was going to be a Gambit film, which I think most people know. That was going to spin off of, like, Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, that was in production for a solid 4 years and never came out.
Yeah. I'm a little sad that didn't happen, because I would have been interested to see that.
No, I'm good without it.
An X-23 solo film?
That would have been incredible to see.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. I don't like Wolverine in the comics, which is a really unpopular opinion. I just don't like Wolverine. But I really like X-23, and I'm happy that, like, I think she's still Wolverine now, and I like that. Yeah. They're like both Wolverine now. It's weird, but I like X-23. I think she's a way better character.
I'd be fine if how the MCU changes its heroes a lot. Like, I'd be fine if they made X-23 the main Wolverine of their universe.
Oh, me too. I don't even really need a Wolverine in like the first MCU X-Men film because I don't know. He's so overdone in the Fox X-Men films.
If they do an X-Men film, leave Wolverine out of it.
Yeah, give me like one personality trait from like Iceman from the Fox X-Men movies. Like there is none because it's just Wolverine.
Yeah. I want to something that the X-Men films skipped out on was a lot of the other students. Like Bobby, Rogue, Pyro were my 3 favorite characters in X2, and they really skipped out on them.
I know. I think that was the biggest like missed opportunity, was just all those characters.
Yeah.
There would be an Alpha Flight film, which is
Who are they? They're like Canadian X-Men.
Yes,
and, like,
they're the Canadian X-Men.
Like no one fucking cares about them.
I know. They're like
that would just
amazing.
Be X-Men's Guardians of the Galaxy, and it wouldn't have worked as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if they did it well, it could be interesting. But yeah, like as a concept, I am so uninterested in that.
Yeah.
Who cares? An Exiles film. Do you guys know who the Exiles are in the comics?
No.
Not even close.
Okay, so they're not even really an X-Men team, but they kind of are. They're like, it's like a multiverse team. I haven't read their book in a really long time. But they like travel across the multiverse, and I think that they do stuff like that. They're led by Blink.
So they ripped off of my Legends of the Multiverse.
Yes.
Shit.
Well, technically you ripped them off. But yeah.
Shut up.
It was Blink. I don't remember anyone else who was in it, but I think that there was like an alternate version of X-23 and a whole bunch of other alternate versions. But
I'm not even gonna lie, I only know Blink because of that Gifted TV show that came out in 2017 that I stopped watching halfway through.
I watched the first season and I kind of liked it. It was all right.
I only watched half of the first season and I gave up.
Also, I mainly remember it because the kid in it, this younger son, he kind of looks like you.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just thought of that now, but now I can't unsee it. What else?
He looks like Percy Jackson, I'm not gonna lie.
He does, kind of.
Looks like Logan Lerman.
Yes. Eventually, we're going to talk about the Percy Jackson series. That's on my list of episodes because I'm so excited for that. I think it's going to be great.
Which one?
They just confirmed that there's going to be a Disney Plus Percy Jackson series.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy about
I know.
That.
I'm a big fan of the books.
I thought the Lightning Thief film was good, and then they ruined it with Sea of Monsters.
I think they were both pretty bad. I mean, Lightning Thief is okay.
I like the first movie. I don't think I saw the second one.
First one was really good. Second one, they just took the last 4 books and put them in one film.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the last. It was the second one and the fourth one mainly. I would have liked to see more of those though, but now I'm happy that there's a series. I'm very interested in that. Okay, a Doctor Doom film in the Fantastic Four universe. I think. Maybe
I remember that. I think once Marvel bought Fox, they said they will likely still go through with that.
Yeah, I think that they are still doing that eventually in 85 years when they actually make a Fantastic Four film. Yeah.
When they decide to fucking end the MCU.
Yeah. I'm kind of okay with the MCU ending after Endgame because I really like the MCU, but I don't
think it should have ended, but they should not have said a film will come out a year later.
I still want more Marvel films, but I feel like I'm a little disinterested in the story now because it was a good ending and I don't really need much more.
I definitely want more, but the fact that they were going to release another film literally a year after Endgame came out, I was like, no, give us a break. Let other films take the spotlight for a bit.
Well, I mean, they released
you're just taking over
3 months after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
Thank you, Corona, for delaying it longer.
But now, I don't know. I'm excited for this stuff, but not really. The main MCU movie I'm excited for is the Doctor Strange sequel with Sam Raimi. I think that'll be great.
Ugh. People are expecting Sam Raimi to just go hey, look at that. It's fucking Spider-Man 4 in disguise. No.
I wish.
I don't think it'll be good just because of him, but I think he's a really good pick for directing.
Imagine if he just put Spider-Man 4 there instead.
I kind of hope that Tobey Maguire makes a cameo. Alright, a multiple man film back in the X-Men universe. Because he was one of them. I think it was X2. He was in Magneto's mini Brotherhood.
That was in X3, bro.
X3.
When he broke him out of the truck in the third film.
Yeah, X3. I haven't watched the original X-Men movies in a really long time. And I liked him. But it was very underused, every character. But it was alright.
Every character who wasn't Professor X, Wolverine, Mystique, or Magneto was underused.
Yeah. Oh my god, that makes me so mad with the Mystique thing. She's such a small character in the comics. They just had Jennifer Lawrence.
She's not even a B-list character in the comics, and they made her the main fucking character.
I know, it's annoying. I mean, I think she's alright. She's an okay character.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought she was a pretty good villain.
Yeah, but she's a good villain, but she's barely a villain in the X-Men movies. She's on the X-Men most of the time.
Oh, that's true.
She's a villain in the first 3, and then the last 3, she's literally the main character.
I know, it's weird because in Apocalypse, she's in the X-Men, but then they're fighting Psylocke, Angel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who's the other one?
They literally.
Somebody else.
They just swapped teams.
Yeah, Storm was the other one on that team. It's they are supposed to be X-Men.
And can we just establish how Storm is standing with the X-Men at the end of the film,
even though she killed
millions of
people,
millions of deaths?
Magneto too. They have that little moment where it's oh, old friend, But then he'd killed millions of people.
Like, they should not be with them. Like, get rid of them. Like, kill them right now.
Yeah.
You will end all of world problems if you kill those 3.
Yeah.
I did not like Days of Future Past.
I thought it was okay. It's a little overrated.
Dylan, we can't be friends anymore.
My favorite X-Men film is First Class.
It was kind of out of pocket.
My favorite is First Class. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I like it.
My favorite X-Men film is definitely Deadpool.
Deadpool's fine. I don't like Deadpool in the comics, and the movies are okay. They're fine. The next one...
He's just on the Zamboni.
The Deadpool from Origins, or the Deadpool from Deadpool?
Oh, that shit. Deadpool. Deadpool.
The Merc with no mouth.
That was so funny. When he came out in Origins.
You know, if they decided to do Deadpool 3, my main choice for a villain would be Deadpool from X-Men Origins.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
That would be the perfect Deadpool film.
That would be pretty funny, actually. I think, I saw something online. I think it was like a pitch for a Deadpool movie, where it's like a time travel story where they go back in time. It's in the MCU. And he has to, like, alter events so that the X-Men are now in the MCU.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of an interesting idea.
That'd be a nice way to introduce the X-Men. Like, Deadpool's been there all along, but, like, he's time traveling to introduce the X-Men.
Yeah, I think that would be... They should do some good jokes with that. That'd be good. I like that. Sure.
Also, they'd be able to get back a bunch of the actors for, like, cameos, and that'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. Alright. The next one, this is still on our Fox list, is a Kitty Pryde solo film. I would have liked to see that.
I don't know what they were about to do with that. Kitty Pryde's got, like, no villains to use.
I know, because she's not a really good solo character, but she's one of my favorite X-Men, so I would have been interested to see how they do that.
I loved her in X-Men 3, but guess what? They underused her. So
I know, they underuse everyone.
Who is it?
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde. She's the person who can phase through walls.
Oh, yeah.
She's a great character in the comics.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
She's like the leader of that. Well, not anymore because Jonathan Hickman, but she was a leader of a X-Men team for a little bit.
Oh wait, she was in Days of Future Past as well.
Yes, for also 3 seconds. It was a big role, but
she was like the main driving force of that film.
Yeah. Well, Wolverine, but and my last one for the Fox list is an Omega Red solo film.
I don't know who that character is.
I do a little bit, but I've read very little of him. He's an X-Men villain. He's like Russian, I think. I don't know much about him either.
The bro with all the tentacles?
Yes.
Yeah, I know him now. He's a bastard. I hate him.
But like, he's not a big X-Men villain. He's not like a good one. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. All right, I have a few more DC ones. So do you guys know that Gotham High book, right?
No, hang on.
No. Gotham High.
No, I don't know.
The one that everyone was all mad about. It's like
I don't care enough to read about Bruce Wayne in high school unless Cole Sprouse is cast as him.
Okay, stop talking.
Movie.
But it was the one where like the Catwoman was in like a relationship with Bruce Wayne and the Joker, and they were in high school. It was bad. I didn't read it, but I'm pretty sure people were very mad about it. But I think it was in the 2000s, there was plans for a Gotham High animated series, but it was gonna have like.
Just give it up, DC. Don't make a Gotham High.
Give me a Gotham High movie and a cast Cole Sprouse as Bruce Wayne, and I'm at your doorstep.
Stop talking.
Seconds.
I cast Cole Sprouse as Nightwing in my like original DCU, and I hate it so much.
Well, you made the right choice.
I made a terrible decision.
There have been strong rumors that Cole Sprouse will be one of the Robins in the DCEU, and like, thank Christ.
I hate that so much.
Cole Sprouse deserves love.
No, he really doesn't. My favorite Riverdale line is like, "I don't fit in. I'm weird." Top tier writing. Okay, so there was going to be a Nightwing animated series. This was replaced by Young Justice, but Raven would have played a prominent role, we know, and there's like some concept art.
I feel like the Raven Nightwing shit in that show would just be father-daughter like Titans.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see that. Like, because I think Nightwing, I like him more. He's at a point where he can be like a solo character. Yeah. So I would have liked that. Okay, I don't have many left. So if you guys know any that I don't have on my list.
No, I have one.
Okay, good. I'm running out of time. I have too much time. All right, do you guys remember the Aquaman pilot for a TV show that never got picked up?
No.
Not at all. Okay.
Wow. You guys don't watch as many bad TV pilots as I do. It was bad. It was... I can't remember if it was the guy from Smallville. I think it was the same guy, but in a different universe. I might be wrong, though. But it was like...
He went on to be Hawk in Titans, right?
I think so, yeah. Like, Justin something. Yeah. I need better notes. I have bad notes. But,
No, shut up.
So it was because I think the Aquaman episode of Smallville was like the highest rated episode of Smallville. So they were like, we should give him a solo show. And it was bad. And it never got picked up. But for like a week, it was the top show on iTunes, because that's where it was.
Oof. I don't care enough about Aquaman to watch an unreleased pilot.
I have too much free time, so I watched it. It was all right.
Okay,
it wasn't terrible.
I'm not gonna lie
actually.
right now. I am scrolling through the internet trying to find an unreleased Marvel film.
I got one for you.
A ton. There's a whole bunch more I have on a bigger list that I just don't know as much about.
1980s Fantastic Four. It's one of the largest. You guys never know about that?
Yeah, I think I know about that. I've watched that, I think.
Trailers were...
It was just so they could keep the rights, right?
The unreleased one? Unreleased one?
Yeah, it was like a full movie, though, right?
Yeah,
they just didn't release it.
You can watch the movie. You can just look it up on YouTube.
I know, I found it. I've watched it.
Oh, I thought it was unreleased.
It's unreleased, yeah, but it's online. It was bad. The special effects are... There's something else.
It looks like a fucking video game, bro.
I know, there's crash dummies. Oh, it's not good. Dr. Doom is the villain, because
of course.
When is he not in the Fantastic Four film? In The Rise of the Silver Surfer movie, he's the villain. That's okay.
Yeah, true.
I know. I Dr. Doom is great. He's definitely the best Fantastic Four villain. Sorry, what?
Guess who's the villain of the 2015 Fantastic Four
movie? It's Dr. Doom.
Can everyone, stop talking about that 2015 movie and just act like it never fucking happened?
I'm gonna give...
God damn it.
I'm gonna give a really unpopular opinion.
There was a planned sequel for that film, and I can't believe they actually thought they were gonna get a sequel after that film.
I'm gonna give a really unpopular opinion.
Don't say it.
But Nexus likes the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, so I'm allowed to say this.
That's fair.
I don't think it's that bad. Until they get their powers, I don't think it's that bad.
No, that's fair. That I can agree with that.
I actually liked what they were doing before they got the powers.
From what I heard, I can agree.
This man hasn't seen it though.
It's very short.
I watched the what's it called? The Caravan of Garbage of the Fantastic Four 2015.
Oh, that YouTube channel that I rip off for all of these, yeah.
But yeah, I watched theirs and they're like, yeah, the beginning's pretty good, but then once they get their powers, it just goes downhill.
I kind of wish it was just a sci-fi movie with that cast, without the superpowers.
When they get their powers, there are some cool scenes with it. When they're just realizing their powers, it's really cool to see their awe and shock and bullshit.
I know. I don't mind. I kind of liked the idea of like a horror Fantastic Four film. Like that's not a bad idea.
Any superhero film with a horror aspect would be incredible because those powers are fucking scary. Like, just
I
think
know.
about it. That's why I'm excited for New Mutants because like that shit. Those powers are fucking scary.
Okay, can we talk about that? Because that basically counts as an
I'm excited.
As a canceled thing.
It is officially coming out though now.
For the last like 3 years.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out like forever ago.
That was about to be the coolest movie of 2016.
Yeah.
The New Mutants are one of my favorite team in the comics. Like, I don't know if you guys read the new X-Men run in like 2003, I think. It wasn't the New Mutants you're thinking of, but it's a different team. And then from there, I read the original New Mutants. I really like the characters. And it pains me to see that the movie's probably going to be bad, and it hasn't come out yet. It pains me. I just want a good New Mutants movie.
Yeah.
All right. I have the last one on my list, and then we have to start figuring other stuff out. I have a bigger list, though, so it'll be fine. But this is a little weird. So in the 80s, Steven Spielberg was in talks to direct a Black Hawks film.
That wasn't in the 80s. That's still being talked about.
I know, but okay, Wikipedia says it was in the 80s. I think they're still talking about it, but it started in the 80s, and it still hasn't come out.
It's been in pre-production for like 30
I know.
years.
It's been over 30 years.
Now,
but yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard of this, but Silver Surfer, the musical.
Oh my god, what?
That was gonna happen. That was like set in stone gonna happen.
Why do they want to do musicals so badly?
We need more comic musicals. I love this idea.
Spider-Man into the dark.
Tell us more about the Silver Surfer.
There's not much stuff about it, just that the main villains would be Magneto and Titanium Man.
What?
What the fuck?
Who?
It's an odd.
Even if you want to make a comic musical, that's like such a weird character to do it with.
Yeah.
Is he gonna sing a song? Like, he's such a quiet, like, introspective character. I don't get it.
Like, what the fuck would the singing be?
Yeah, it's like such a random pick. I can see.
Yeah.
Like
I'd love a Silver Surfer movie and or TV show, but like fucking fuck off musicals. I don't fucking care about fucking musicals. I'm leaving fuck.
I like some musicals, but I only like good ones, you know. And I don't want comic book musicals. That's a bad idea.
Heroes who can work in a musical, like let's face it, the Flash musical episode was
Deadpool.
The Music Meister needs to make a return.
I would have loved a Flash musical episode. I think I'm like the only person on Earth who actually likes that episode.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen most of the Riverdale musical episodes except for the most recent one, and they were all bad. And I don't want any more CW singing.
The only good Riverdale musical was the first one.
That one was fine. I haven't seen the most recent one, though. I think that there's like a new one, but I haven't seen any of the recent episodes.
Fine. There was only like one good song in it. There was a scene where Cheryl tries to turn on her principal with a song. It was weird.
What?
I don't know.
What else do we have to expect from Riverdale?
This is guys. This is my fucking favorite TV show. Let's fucking establish that for a second.
Why? I don't understand.
My favorite TV show is a show that involves a redheaded girl trying to turn on her teacher with a song.
That's the whole show.
Let's just process
this. You have issues. Anyone who likes Riverdale has issues.
That's fair.
Oh, no.
All right. They're going to do a Superman Red Son live action film, but now it is it's an animated film. There was the Nicolas Cage Superman movie. How did we forget that?
Oh
yeah,
I'd love to see a Nicolas Cage Superman movie.
I think he made a return as like a voice actor in the Teen Titans movie. I think that would have been hilarious. I want a Nicolas Cage comedy Superman movie.
That would have been directed by Tim Burton. Let's just establish that.
That's so, like, odd, but I love it.
Also, can we talk about, like, the only MCU film to ever be canceled, The Inhumans?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, they had that planned, and then they canceled it, and now it's a shitty-ass TV show that will never be remembered.
That's the worst show ever. I've only seen like 2 episodes.
TV show.
But it was
no
so
joke.
bad.
They have it on Disney Plus, but in order to find it, you actually have to look it up, and even then, it's like hardest to find. Like there's like 5 other shows before it when you look it up. Like they're trying to bury that.
I know, yeah, because I've recently heard that it was on Disney Plus. I didn't even know. And you search in Inhumans, and there's like they put other stuff that isn't Inhumans in front of it. It's like, are you sure? Are you really sure you want to watch
they're
it?
They're like trying to make you forget that show happened.
Yeah, like I physically don't want it on Disney Plus.
You sure you want to spend 13 hours of your life watching this show?
Is there not going to be a season 2?
No.
What do you think?
Because it got like 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oof.
What, was 10% too high, guys?
I think it was. That might be the worst comic project ever. Possibly. Maybe it's the Amazing Spider-Man movies, though.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was amazing.
Go off into the ground and jerk off inside of it.
Gladly.
There was the Tim Burton. He was going to do more Batman movies.
Batman Triumphant. That was
right.
My dick in the theater.
Batman Continues. There was going to be he was going to make a Catwoman movie.
I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was good, but I think she was replaced by somebody else for that. But it was going to be the same universe. It's weird. What else is here? Oh, they were going to do a Robin solo film, like Robin from Batman and Robin.
No, please God.
How would that work?
What's he's like not even Robin in that film.
I know, he's weird
whiny,
Nightwing.
Shitty brat.
He's Dick Grayson, right?
Yeah.
But he acts like Jason Todd. Like pre-Red Hood Jason Todd.
Well, like, let's be honest, all of the versions of Dick Grayson in live action act like Jason Todd.
I know. I mean,
like,
I think that the worst live action Dick Grayson, worse than Batman and Robin, is Titans.
Don't say it. Fuck off. Shut your fucking mouth.
Fuck Batman. Yeah, it's amazing.
Nothing is... Batman and Robin isn't even my least favorite film of all time, but when someone asks what my least favorite film of all time is, my mind will immediately just jump to Batman and Robin. I don't know why. It's just one of those films that's so bad.
But Kiss from a Rose.
I haven't seen that.
No, wait, no, that's
from...
That's a song. That's in... Or is that a different Batman movie?
No, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
The one with Poison Ivy.
Yes, that was Batman and Robin, I think.
Yeah. It was. And actually, I like all 4 of those movies.
I don't think that they're terrible. I think that...
You think they're terrible?
I don't think that they're terrible. I think that they're alright.
I grew up with them.
I think that they're a little underrated. I like what they were doing.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like all the crazy...
I have all 4.
Crazy stuff.
The last 2 Batman films deserve to die.
Which are the last?
Maybe. No, wait. Which ones are there?
Yes.
Yeah, there's so many.
Batman, Robin, and Batman Forever.
They're a little underrated.
No.
No, they deserve to be burned in a special place of hell.
They should have their own, little place in a museum where nobody really visits.
They're they're little movies I like every once in a while.
You know what I'm going to test? I'm going to bring my DVD of those 2 films into a church and watch as the church crumbles to the ground.
So you admit that you have them on DVD?
Okay.
I need them on DVD. I think that they're a little underrated. Like, I like the whole crazy Joel Schumacher. I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I think that they're all right.
The only good thing about those 2 films is Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Remember the theme song? Oh.
No.
Don't remember. I haven't watched them in a while.
Ooh. You play Lego Batman?
Yes.
Your kids back on the DS?
Did not play it on the DS.
I played it on the PlayStation, bro.
Remember the theme song for that? That was the theme. Oh, the Danny Elfman theme.
Ooh, that's the best Batman theme.
When you think of Batman themes, you think of Danny Elfman.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Just like John Williams with Superman.
Yeah.
Or the Man of Steel theme with Superman. Mostly Man of Steel for
me. So we already talked about the Justice League Mortal, right?
About what?
We already talked about Justice League Mortal, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Okay, I'm running out of things here. I think they were planning a Plastic Man film, right?
Yeah, I would have loved to see that.
Jim Carrey was considered, which is always a good thing.
I'm out then. Fuck that, I'm leaving.
I would have liked that. That would have been cool.
Don't get me wrong, I love Professor Eggman, but, not in that way.
They also... The Plastic Man just hasn't been doing well. They also planned for an animated film and a TV series, and none of those ever came out. That's a little sad.
They did my stretchy boy dirty. They did my stretch boy dirty. He could stretch all around me, Bobby. You could stretch around me, Patrick. Oh.
At least they put Elongated Man on The Flash.
I'll stop talking.
I'm kidding.
They were going to do sequels to the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern film.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen, let's be honest.
Mark Strong's Sinestro. Can I admit something? Green Lantern was
It really sucks because I would have loved to see Green Lantern 2 with Sinestro as the main villain, but guess what? They fucked up the first one, so that fucked them up.
I know. I think Mark Strong would be a good Sinestro, and I'd maybe want... I guess he's Savannah now, but I would like to see him be Sinestro again.
Yeah.
I think he was good. They were going to do a Dead Man film with Guillermo... I can't pronounce anything. I'm so sorry. Guillermo del Toro directing, which I think would have been good. But that was a few years ago, and nothing has ever happened from that. Which, so many DC properties are like that. There was, I think Jeff Johns, announced the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle show.
Yes, thank God that's happening.
Is it still happening?
Well, we're talking about unproduced.
Wait, hold up. I gotta check this now. I'm checking for this.
Because some of these haven't actually been officially canceled. But I don't think that they're happening.
Show release date. It was supposed to come out November 14th, 2008.
What?
That's fun. I have been done dirty by 12 years.
Jaime Reyes is one of my favorite DC characters. He was my favorite for a while. So, I would have loved that.
Never mind. Blue Beetle series reportedly coming to HBO Max. Fuck, now I need a reason to buy it. I was only going to get it for a month just to watch Snyder Cut, and then I was going to ditch it, but now I guess I have to keep it.
Yeah. Streaming services, am I right?
Oh, God, I know.
Too many.
I mean, I'm having to use a fucking VPN to use DC Universe, so that's my life.
Great.
It's
let's talk about... I know it did come out a few episodes, but the Swamp Thing show?
That's coming back. CW.
I know it is. They're reviving it, but
I'm so happy because it's so good.
I watched the first episode and I really liked it.
I heard nothing bad or nothing good about it. It was just complete silence.
It's really good.
I've only watched the first episode,
recommend it.
but I really liked it.
I watched all of it, but I only remember the first 4.
Do you guys remember the old Swamp Man film? There was one.
Yes.
No, I don't. I do. Swamp Thing before this show.
It was pretty great. I haven't read the Alan Moore Swamp Thing stuff yet, but it's number 1 on my list. I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet.
I haven't read it, but I've seen the original movie. I do remember a little bit of that.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. It was bad.
I didn't care enough about Swamp Thing until this show came out, so I just didn't bother.
Yeah. He's in Justice League Dark, and I liked him there. He's a good character.
Oh yeah, Justice League Dark exists.
Yes.
Swamp Thing was in an actual superhero team or supervillain team?
Yes.
It's crazy.
I know, right? It's a little weird. He doesn't really fit in very well. But I like him.
Now that Swamp Thing is going to the CW and Constantine is in the Arrowverse, we could totally get a Justice League Dark moment, which would be perfect for my liking.
I really want Justice League Dark show. I think that'd be so cool.
Justice League Dark show would be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So they were going to do the Sinister Six film for the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Oh God, I love Amazing Spider-Man, but I got to admit myself that would be pretty shitty.
No, I'm the other way around from that. I don't like the Amazing Spider-Man, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Sinister Six movie.
I'd be interested. Like, I think it's an interesting idea.
It would literally just be an anthology movie about all the different villains' origins. I guarantee.
You know, I would actually kind of like that.
I just want to see them fight.
Just see all 6 members just fight against each other.
Not them, but against Spider-Man, maybe.
Give me Amazing Spider-Man 3. Don't give me a fucking Sinister Six, useless fucking retard.
Too bad. Amazing Spider-Man 2's not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad.
I forgot to mention this in the Fox X-Men section, but they were going to do a Beast solo movie with Nicholas Hoult.
I have no idea how that would work because Beast is underused in that movie as well.
I know, but Nicholas Hoult is really good in those movies, so I would have been kind of interested to see that.
I would have skipped it just because they literally don't use him in those films. So what's the fucking point?
I know, but if we got a solo movie, they would use him. So
that is. You're right. I
am
know
right.
Why I didn't think of that.
It's true.
I don't know why my mind didn't leap at the fact that Beast wouldn't be the main character of a fucking Beast film.
I would just assume that, yeah. Or maybe it would just be it would be called Beast, but it would be about Wolverine, you know? Beast is
I think the film would be called Beast, but it'd star the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, you know?
It would be Beast, and then in parentheses, and Wolverine's there too. Come on, guys, buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. I've already talked about a lot of them. Talked about the Joss Whedon stuff. The Bruce Wayne TV show. That was going to be Smallville. And then eventually they made Gotham.
I was going to say, isn't this just Gotham? Smallville, Batman is just Gotham.
I know, I think it was later in his life. I think it was when he was training to be Batman, so it would have been a little bit different.
I mean, I'm glad we got Gotham, and I love Gotham is
great,
one of my favorite shows ever.
Gotham's amazing.
That, fuck any other piece of Batman material, Gotham is that.
Yeah, Gotham's amazing. It's great. You there?
He just peaced out. He's just out. He's like, all right, I'm out.
My Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah. All right, I think you're back.
Yeah, I am now.
Great.
I gotta peace out soon because my phone's gonna pull a Hannah Baker and kill itself.
Hannah Baker. Love and prayers.
All right, well, I think we can wrap up because I'm kind of out of things to talk about. We've been talking for a little bit.
We're not doing a quiz this time?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't have time to make a quiz. I almost did, but I've been really busy today. There will be one.
I'm going to make the quiz for next time. I call dibs.
You can make it if you want.
All right, bet. I'll do that next week.
All right.
Next 2 weeks or whatever we do this again.
Rad. All right. So we can just wrap up if you guys want to.
All right. Peace out, bros.
See ya. Thanks for talking.